which way.
Yep, Ryu knew exactly the advantage that he had right there. Socio spraying down at what looks like a drop coming in. Skite, someone who was in the top 10, currently boxed it up. Again, this is the road of how Skite wound up getting there. 15 points right now. Obviously, if you're in the top 10, you got a little bit higher on the live servers, but we're catching up to speed. Making sure you all know the full story today. 39 players remaining in this one. Just a reminder for everyone at home, top 25 is where you start earning placement points. And that goes up in small increments up to the max score of 10 points you can get for a victory royale.
And just hitting that 25 threshold is so difficult. Players start to really slow down.
Yep.
As you approach closer and closer, you realize, you know what? I don't have to take a risk right now. Let me just wait for an opportunity. And that's why you can see the congestion here with 39 players remaining. No one wants to go first and kind of wait for the zone, as this entire region has now hit a bit of a stalemate, right? Bit of a standoff here, if you will. These players are waiting to see what can happen. 7 seconds remain until the storm is revealed, and then things are really going to pop. Deploy is going to work out really nicely here, but he's going to get chipped down by a ton of players. Lands on someone. Can he put a trap down? Doesn't look like he's armed with one, but it is okay. Lucky for him, he does not jump out of the box and pressure him. As Skite is being super cautious now. He has to heal up. Finds a headshot. Nice. 120. Great tracking on Skite, who's a veteran. He's been a veteran on the competitive scene since the summer skirmish days. Good to see him back out here. Good form right now. Can he find his second piece right here? He's on the hunt. He's eating a lot of storm damage, trying to find himself a little place of safety here.
There's really no option. I think that's a smart play from Skite. Skite has bandages, right? And look at the builds. My
so
goodness.
Clean.
But yeah, you've got bandages. You build on in, you take some storm hits, great. Right there, Skite got a free path in without having to worry about enemies, while taking and only suffering 25 damage because once he gets healed with bandages. I feel like you can't be too upset with that.
Yeah, not only that, he's being efficient. He's not blocking his rear end towards the storm because he knows he's safe. Catches a player with his blueprints out. He lands a big 105 right there. That epic AR, perfect for pressuring through players, especially in wooden builds. That is a very weak structure regardless of how much health it has. You can see a Shadow Bomb player right above him. Skite is looking upwards, trying to see if he can find an opportunity there. But just the fact that he's not in the low ground right now is allowing him to just kind of continue to keep pressure without getting too much in return here. Now the rotation once again, just holding the storm line. That's a big placement point right there. Top 15 here, Courage.
And Skite, we hopped on board, had max materials now down to just 21 builds. That just shows how much Skite has tunneled through these last few zones. I like that, spraying at the metal before it gets any stronger. Fully built metal this late in the game would take a lot to break, and there's another great combat shotty engagement.
He thought about going for the mats and stuff like that. Saw the baller kind of scoop on through and yoink it up. Couldn't get it. Find someone right out of the storm. It's Marcus, but there's another player in the storm. He knows it. He knows try to track right there, but left his top side open just a little bit. Finds the beast just in time to keep him in the game.
And Skite more than happy again. It takes a little bit of storm damage just to reposition. Goes in the storm for a second. Takes 10 damage. That's fine.
Look at how well he does reading the storm here.
Yep. This is one of the most challenging parts of the game, is this late storm movement. Rezus on the high ground. You've got 3 players on low, all fighting within 1 box of each other. Skite holding the edit, drops 1 player in. There goes Ryu, who we were watching earlier on. The other player just above, I think, is weak as well. Yes, Zol cut down by the combat shotty. Skite now 1 versus 1. And the player on height has begun to drop down. It's Rezus, who's landed in the tree. Skite knows this. Skite's going to try to spray down this tree in hopes that Rezus has to drop with the redeploy. That should be a free elimination for Skite. There's no way. You're not going to be able to drop on in onto a player like Skite and get away with it. He knows it as well. 8 elims, victory royale, jumps up to 33 points.
Way to turn that game around for the Lestream boys. Skite really clutching up in those final moments, holding his composure, and more importantly, just storm coasting right along those outsides, guys, allowing him to save material and come out on top. But we're hopping into the next round here. You saw Skite, previous victor, here trying to make his way in the top 10, guys. Don't forget, he's in contention right now for making it through the Worlds, guys. This is their final opportunity here for the European region. We've already punched the tickets for OCE. Here we have Zestin, lands a boogie bomb. Can he make it in time? Decides to double up on it. Says, you know what? Let's start this party again here. Finds Fixie with a nice 1-2.
And is there any more of a frustrating way to go down in a game right there? Double boogie, no chance to really defend yourself. Zestin heads up play, utilizing every bit you can get in these super stacked lobbies. Monster, a lot of times you don't get to loot all you want. I can promise you, you're not landing at a spot uncontested. You're getting some scraps and having to make the most of it. And right there, keeping the boogies for a moment like that, so smart. As you guys know, we catch up with replays to see exactly how these top players have made it to where they are. We just watched Skite win that last game. Here's the game after, now at 34 points. Staying boxed up for the moment. And, whoa, a door nearby. He might actually try to make something happen.
No way. You think he opens it? Just gives a little knock on the door here. Let's see. You see someone off in distance, and oh my, the precision there to just open up the pyramid and one-pop that guy. It was extremely weak.
And that'll be the one thing that assault rifles will always have a place for in this game.
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Even with people saying, oh, I'm just going to run the TAC AR or the drum gun does the assault rifle's job. Right there, the assault rifle did the assault rifle's job, which you love to see. He's going for the wall replace battle with this player on the other side.
And I love how he's doing it. He's not overexposing himself. He's staying in the comfort of his own build here.
And right there, for a second, you saw the little change up in how the builds were going. Oh, he gets one wall. He gets the pyramid as well. So this player frantically trying to back out up. Skite is unrelenting with this pressure. Breaking through every wall possible, and there it is.
Oh, the fake out
Made
really
it in.
quickly.
No trap comes down, so you got to think there's no trap available for this player, and that's only going to force Skite to want to push even more, but good thing for the opponent. A stink bomb comes in, which will scare Skite away.
Definitely was a close one there. Skite, scary player under pressure. You can see when he has the confidence, he is unrelentless. But he's composed. He knows what to do. As Skite lands on someone, trades out a couple shots as Chris. He goes off to build here. Just trying to reposition up now. He does have plenty of heals. He pops one preemptively here because he's probably going to go on the hunt again. He actually caught someone there, but that is not going to be his priority. Instead, priority is get to the zone.
But you need to get eliminations too, or else you're just not going to reach the points needed to qualify.
This is the difference too, right? Like, he knows he's in top 10. He's like, you know what? If I can continue to hold this lead, these are the risks the champions have to take to make it through and qualify in their regions. We see it in every region. Now Skite is landing some more shots there. He's just on the hunt. So long as he has the slurp effect active, you can see his hyper aggression here. He is not pausing for a single moment. He's looking for eliminations. The ticks are still going. The slurp is still in effect here. So he is just slowly looking to capitalize. Slurp effect finally wears off and gets a little bit of favoritism from the zone. This is going to work out in his favor here. See, now it's going to double back, allowing him to save some materials, possibly find someone on this rotation here. Notice how he's holding now again as well.
Yeah, it's actually a baller that's made it inside the box. Not a comfortable flight that he wants to take. Skite with 10 builds left. Every single thing matters. 109 tag on the player below. Drum gun back out. He knows this is his floor. I knew it. There you go. Brilliantly done. Unfortunately, can't connect with a shot. Wait, that's his floor as well.
Oh, boy. Orbids by the way, you didn't own that floor, buddy.
Yep. That's what that Orbits was just in panic mode right there. And for Skype, that's a beautiful elimination because look at the mats now. Up from 6 total builds to 45, but Na'Vi has different plans right there for him. Down goes Skype. There's your lobby from top to bottom of all players remaining. 12 players to be exact. Make it 10 as 2, now 3 go down in the last couple moments. Bodies start to drop quickly. Crew on height at the moment. Does have all the ammo you could want, but not the materials in this case. We'll have to follow these builds down as, yep, there it is. Staying 1 or 2 levels above the opponents. Tries to catch someone off guard with that heavy sniper right there as they push out of the box. Fortunately, no one's home. Crew reloading the heavy sniper rifle for maybe one final shot. Again, the key that opens all doors. 1 player down to the right, 1 down to the left, and another one on the ultimate low ground. Some good shield tags and the elimination due to the storm. Crew, there's that heavy sniper I mentioned, but a very fast reaction from the player below. And with that, I believe Crew has just lost high ground, Monster.
Yep.
He's got 0 builds remaining. Ghosty drops down. Crew 1 versus Dave 2K. Dave keeping this height with 38 builds. Crew trying to drop him on down. Dave doing a great job just building as much as possible to blanket out the sky. And Crew sees this knowing, whoa, Dave's still got a lot of materials remaining then.
Yeah, it's going to be a close one here as Crew is now having to tarp out. He doesn't have anything left. Heavy snipe comes out. Can he find a low peak? And it's going to be 1-2. Connects with every single shot on the fall down there. And that's going to be the difference in a clean end game for VHV Crew.
Yep.
It's kind of underrated, but when you are moving, your character model can also block out visual, especially from the high ground you jump out and over. So that's also a factor here. But take a look at this lobby here, Courage. Nearly half of the players that queued in are still in the game here, in the running. Yeah, but storm surge is still a factor as well as we approach this zone 6. So you have to be proactive or eventually you will fall here as Flamesgram is
a fire skin combo.
Already on an elimination, yeah. New one dropped yesterday. Definitely copped out.
And that's the night, the ice knight or whatever it is, back bling. Fire.
Here it is. Grams is on the prowl right now. This whoever's in the box right here is in trouble. There's multiple players nearby. And he backs up again here.
It's cat and mouse.
He's not giving up though. He takes the wall. Can he land a shot here? Heavy AR, really tough, but it's his ramp. Can he make the quick edit? And he does. Oh man, it's Rage who tries to sneak out through the window.
And that's just so smart. Not falling into the trap, not taking that 150 unnecessary damage. Gets the wall, doesn't W key to the box, instead then fights for the ramp. I mean, that was what, 3 or 4 boxes?
You notice that baller players tend to have very low eliminations because of their passive play. If you give someone who is willing to sit on top of you and pressure you down, catch eliminations, and have this baller, he is only setting himself up for a better end game. Sees replenished materials, and I'll take a look here at Bloxu from Lestream. Great loadout mobility at an all-time high with a Rift to go, Shadow Bomb. 40 players still remaining. No one has been granted any placement points. He just jumps out, gives Ake a nice little shot right there. Yeah.
You saw Bloxy was looking like, oh, do I get out? Do I go loot the rest of that or what? But when you've got a baller, you got a Rift, you get Shadow Bombs. Listen, you're just using all these different rotation items. You're playing for placement with an inventory like that.
You can't just jump out on people like that. Blocks out and hit him with the stunner, man. You gotta slow down, dude. Here is Julian looking for a big rotation right now. Shadow bombs out. He is in full effect to get to this next zone. He does find himself there. It's a quick little crouch. Clean edit. Doesn't overdo it. As the ballers are also creating rampage here. So with all of these shadow bombs, this is where you use them. You dump them out. You save your materials. You try your best to see if you can catch someone, being that you get ahead first. And if you can't, it's okay. You just use on to the next one. Nice little shot right there. Is going to take that player's baller, take 60 shield as well, and good reaction speed. Catches the Teds, who walks into the box with the drum gun W key. It's not going to work out. And now he's got a heavy sniper.
You're watching right now, whether you're watching on Twitch, YouTube, or the in-game client. First day today that we have the ability to stream live from direct in the game. Shout out to the developers who worked on that one, getting screenshots of it. I want you, if you're watching from in-game right now, or in general, send us how you're watching. Show us the setup. Show us a screenshot of you watching in-game. Let us know what you think. Hashtag Fortnite World Cup. We'll bring so many new eyes onto Fortnite competitive and see just how insane and high skill these lobbies are. You know, I've been involved in esports for so many years, Monster, and, you know, getting as much competitive support from the developers is so key, and this is another step to that. Alongside the incredible prize pools and the events coming up, Fortnite's in a good spot here, moving forward.
This is the World Cup.
Let's get rid of that semi-auto sniper rifle, change up a couple little things there, and I think we'll be good. Epic, you got my number.
You guys need help. Holla at Courage, man. He knows what's up.
Let's give me some chicken parm. You don't even have to pay me.
Pay the man in chicken parm. It can happen here. As Blackstone pops the rift, takes up a player with him. Will he land a shot in the air? Looks like he managed to connect. Something just happened there. Yep. Notice Black came down by himself. Nifty little trick right there. If you can be fast with the fingertips, you can see, make some big plays here. Blocks is in the game right now. 3 elimination, no longer has a baller. These final moments here. Down comes the shadow bomb, says, you know what? I don't want to be all the way up. Someone's healing right near.
All the way down from the insane high ground. Yeah, no choice here.
Blocks
has made it down. Blacksu on the low ground, fighting Julian. 3 players left in total.
This is the World Cup, guys, the European region. Who is going to punch their ticket to New York City as we have a 3-way battle? Julian goes up, says he doesn't want to battle Blocks. Well, that might be a big mistake because Blocks is going to find him with the peak shot. And no, Julian actually takes himself out to the storm, so no one's rewarded. But Graham Flame has the campfire. It's going to out-tick Blocks in the final moments.
Yeah, the 2 campfires better than none. Flames Graham shows it right there. Congrats on the victory royale. 39 points, definitely higher up there on the standings. But I know Zeke and Sundown are back over at our analyst station, wanting to show us some updates from Europe.